Welcome to News from Bed, everybody. Welcome to the show.
Are you excited? Are you ready?
Are you Pontius Pilate? Remember Pontius Pilate?
Oh, great guy. Great comic, dude. Inspirational voice of his generation.
And Barabbas. Oh, Barabbas.
Was Barabbas the guy they took instead of Jesus?
He was like the Derek Chauvin of Jerusalem or whatever.
He was like his main man.
He was like he was like a serial murderer.
And they were like, "Do you want Barabbas or Jesus?" And they were like, "Give us Barabbas."
Yeah, and then they gave him Barabbas.
And he was like, "Oh," in the Passion of the Christ, he's like, "Yes." It's like he's just gonna go kill 11 more kids.
Yeah, they like let him out, and he's like, like, oh, okay. And everyone's like, oh, Barabbas.
Why didn't you kill that guy the second you got him, you know?
Yeah.
Why was he even an option on the table?
I
what
know.
were you saving Barabbas for?
I think they were saving him for like
a special moment.
Like a Brittany Griner kind of transfer.
Yeah, he's basically didn't we trade Brittany Griner for the
Barabbas?
Merchant of War?
Yeah, we did.
Like the guy who's called he's like the Saint of Death.
Yeah.
He has like an insane nickname. Yeah, no, let's get our WNBA. That's like the perfect hallmark of Biden's entire presidency.
I know. What do you think we would trade for Caitlin Clark?
Oh,
because
probably, I don't know. If you guys don't want like some old muffins, you can keep Caitlin Clark. That's how bad everyone treats Caitlin Clark.
Yeah.
That lanky skanky.
She is. I saw a photo of her the other day.
Beautiful,
and she looked beautiful. Although I think the photo may have been doctored because she had some big juicy cans, and I was like, I don't think they'd allow those cans on the court.
No.
Otherwise,
there'd be a lot of more fouls.
yeah.
Does the WNBA have additional fouls for
breasts?
For breasts.
I remember when I was in
breast.
When I was in 6th grade, there was this one girl who played in the men's basketball group because she was really good. And she went up for a shot one time, and I tried to block it, and I grabbed her 6th grade breast.
That's okay. I had a job in high school where I worked at a grocery store, and I was like one of the baggers, and I had to go around and like take the trash, a little trash can out of every cashier shop.
Oh, okay.
And I went down to pick one up, and I do this thing. My mom said it's like weird because like my dad did it too, and it's like one of the only things that my dad does, which is when I bend down to do something, my other arm goes like up like this
for balance.
I don't know what it is. And she's like, your father used to do that, and I was like, that means
really weird.
That's the genetic thing that like I'm genetically like balancing in a weird way. Yeah. Anyway, I do that, and when I stand up, I just cup this girl's ass cheek, who was like a year older than me, and I was like, I did not mean. I was like so embarrassed. I was like 15.
You were wearing those glasses.
Yeah, and I was like, I did not mean to, ma'am. What a voluptuous grab at that, but thine was not my intention, madam. And she was like I was so puzzled. She was like, all right, it's okay. I apologized so much that it probably ended up seeming like I did do it on purpose.
I know. I almost feel like if you just like grabbed a girl's ass accidentally and then were like, felt pretty good, and then just walked away, they would probably appreciate that.
In high school, I knew this guy Corey, and we were walking down the hallway, and he was like, yeah, you can just grab girls' asses, and I was like, no, you cannot. He was like, yeah, watch, and there was this girl we knew in front of us, and he wanted me to just like grabbed her ass, and she was like very upset. And he was like, see? And I was like, see what? You made a woman upset by groping a stranger in the hallway?
Yeah.
And he was like, yeah, I mean, I don't know, you can just do that. I'm like, Corey, you really cannot do that.
Yeah, you're not going to get like killed if you do it.
Yeah, but we're in high school. This is like basically like a prison camp. There's guards. They're gonna like find out about this.
Yeah, you might lose your hall pass.
I've never done anything like that. I've never like groped a stranger because I thought that was okay. I just knew that you're really not supposed to touch anyone. You're asked to touch.
I got in trouble in 7th grade one time because there was this girl who had. She was like the first girl to have juicy knockers.
Yeah, and they're like, this girl's got to play for the men's basketball team.
Yeah, no, this was a different girl. But me and my friend Pete would like, there was one day at lunch.
That's what you call your depression?
Pete. We kept like balling up little pieces of paper and throwing them like into her cleavage. Yeah. And like we were having fun with it. She was having fun with it too, because she wasn't like she just kept being like, you know.
Yeah.
She wasn't like, stop it.
Yeah.
It's just like, I guess like me. I looking back,
Listen, she didn't cover up. You know?
She didn't cover up. But the hall, not the hall, yeah, the dean was like, "Come with me," and he was like really mad. His name was Mr. Lawless, which is a great name for a dean, and he was an actor. His big role was a drunk driving commercial.
Oh, no. Mr. Lawless,
where he played the father of the girl who died, and he had a big dramatic like crying appearance. But
in the commercial, yeah,
that's
pretty cool. It's pretty cool.
But he brought us into the.
That's funny because one of my vice principals got a DUI.
Wow.
And everyone was like, "Did you hear that he had a DUI?" And I'm like, "I don't really know what a DUI is."
Did you hear Mr. Schnapps had a DUI?
It was a name like that. That's funny. He said
that. But yeah, so he brought us into the dean's office and he like gave us a stern talking to, and I was like, I was so scared. And then like a few years later, when I was a senior in high school, he had retired, and there was a graduation party of my neighbor next door. And I got to take shots with him.
Oh, nice.
And it was the coolest thing because I was still in high school. And he knew I was still in high school, but he's like, "Hey, I'm retired. Now let's pour up these Jameson shots."
He's like, "Hey, the commercial does not dictate my morality, all right?
Yeah.
My daughter is alive and well. Would you like to throw paper into her tits?"
Yeah.
Thanks, Mr. Lawless.
Mr. Lawless. But I remember...
Principal Lawless, you're the coolest guy.
My neighbor was the one who texted me to say, like, come over to this party. And before he texted me, I was watching in my room in my bed Project X.
Ooh.
So like I went from Project X to Project Y across the street.
DUI.
DUI.
Yeah.
And it was like all just like really old people drinking, but I was like all tuned up and in the mood for it.
That movie felt so cool when I was young.
Oh, so cool.
Was it found footage? It was like shot like they were recording themselves planning the party, right?
Kind of, yeah.
I think it was because there was like scenes where it would be like the emotional dialogue scenes would be like through the doorway.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. They'd be like, Jimmy was like,
I really like you.
I really liked Jimmy though. Like,
yeah,
what?
you don't remember the plot.
I don't remember the movie.
I think it was just like, we're gonna throw a party, the biggest party of all time. And
I just remember Miles Teller like dancing at one point in like sunglasses, and I was like, oh, he's the coolest guy. He's sweaty.
He is the
in
coolest
a baseball
guy.
bat.
In a baseball bat.
Yeah, it's really upsetting getting older, and like you're just older than everybody in every movie, you know?
Yeah, it feels like athletes too. Like I'll watch the Bucks. I've been trying to watch every Bucks game, and I'm like, well, that guy's 25 years old.
I know.
And he has
dude.
$3.8 million
just this year.
I have a podcast. Excuse me, sir.
Yeah. But that's the thing is they can't talk into like a microphone, right?
No, they can, and they'll be very successful at being entertainers after.
Yeah.
They always do.
I guess basketball players tend to be that way, but like, I don't know. Some sports, it's like they're the most boring fucking people ever.
Yeah, golfers.
Golfers. Oh, yeah, dude, golfer. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I hit the ball. Thank you.
I went to church, hit the ball.
I love my wife. Okay, great. We all love our wives.
She's a dog.
Your wife
Tommy
said
Fleetwood.
dog, Tommy Fleetwood. Oh, all right. Well, you could think that. That makes me somewhat of a cat. Because she chased me. Why? Because she's old? Doesn't he have an old wife?
Yeah, he's got an old dog wife, Tommy Fleetwood.
You can't teach an old dog wife new old dog wife tricks. And I've always said that.
That's
I've
right.
always said that, dude. And, you know, I'll never stop saying it. I don't know.
I got something kind of interesting to show you.
Oh, okay.
I don't really follow this at all because I'm a guy, but you know that like
gay.
You might have seen this. You know that like Kim Kardashian brand Skims?
Yeah. Good idea of what you're going to show me, but let me see.
She just came out with a new line of underwear, and it looks like pubes.
Oh, okay. I didn't know this. I knew she had the bra that makes it look like your nipples are hard.
Oh, really? Mm-hmm. Yeah. That's a good idea. The funny thing about this, like when I first saw this,
you're like, I need it.
I was like, because the whole allure, right, is that like you can have these crazy pubes, but you can be shaved underneath, I guess.
Sure.
But the first thing I thought of is like, she is closer than I thought to Kanye West. I feel like in terms of their design choices, like this is something that Kanye would come up to. What about panties that got pubes on the outside?
Yeah.
You know?
Optional pubic area.
But this is like, I guess they have them in like other colors and stuff. It's just a very kind of surprising thing, but it's like who is gonna,
That looks like your mustache.
yeah, like who is gonna like. First of all, who would enjoy this is my question. Is this something you could see yourself like getting into? Like
a big butt? Okay, that's just insane.
That's just a red one. But then some of them are like a little more manicured. Like I think this first one is like, it's kind of like, oh, what are you?
What are you, Gandalf pussy?
Yeah, are you going to show me where I find the ring? You know?
Yeah.
Like that.
Walk into my chamber of secrets and look at I'm a Dumble whore.
yeah.
What the fuck is that? This is crazy.
But
I like that they're like weird. Like if you saw like a young woman wearing like a bathing suit and there's just like long, thin, straight white pubes coming out, I'd be like, what kind of cursed vagina does this woman have? That's crazy.
Do you think the
faux hair micro string thong?
Do you think the appeal is more of like, because I thought maybe this was like a tribal look, like a Vikings like loincloth kind of thing.
Yeah.
But then like this one is just like very clearly just like pubes, So I don't know if that's like disgusting. I don't know what they make that out of, but I hope it's like not real pubes.
Yeah, I would hope it's not real pubes. I don't know. I don't know. I don't like care like about pubes. Like I always felt like it's like I'm not really like. I've never be like I like it. They're all sold out, by the way.
You have to join the wait list.
Oh, okay.
I think they're yet to be released.
Should I
get on this wait list?
Sure, man. We can wear them under our shorts. Penny, no.
Does this say city?
No, size. You know the size.
Oh,
Double XL. 4X.
4X. And
email.
Let's do this one.
What about morninggood@gmail.com?
At gmail.com.
Get notified.
All right.
Well, no.
We'll figure that out.
We should send these to people. How much are they? What's the price?
I don't think it shows because it's probably...
No, scroll up. It's there. $32.
$32?
That seems all right for a novelty thong.
I guess so, but it's like you could grow your own.
We should come up with products like this for men. Yeah, like shirts that already have pit stains on them.
Yeah, and like a tuft of hair that's coming out of the neck.
Yeah, see, I don't need that. It's called like the James Donlan experience. Recently, my neck hair, my beard has been connecting to my chest hair. And I'm not even a little bit Italian.
Are you Arabic?
No.
Okay.
I wish, dude. No, dude, I got Ancestry.com, and it updates your results because they do more genetic building research and stuff.
Yeah.
And they did a recent update where it's even more particular about like the regions. So it's like mine's just all Ireland. Like I'm 99% Irish, but I have 1% now that's Nordic, Iceland.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, which is just because the Vikings just came over and
they
raped everyone in Ireland. So it's like, I guess we're kind of all Nordic in a way.
Yeah, when you rape that much, people are going to remember you. And he's always said that, Morning Good.
Yeah, I love Morning Good, dude. Haven't listened in months.
I know, I got to get back on the grind. Michael, make a little shout out to us. Have you ever been on, it kind of reminded me of this website. Have you ever been on this website? No. This is why I'm broke.
No, but I see automatic blowjob machine.
Automatic blowjob machine.
It's just like off of the Tesla
flamethrower. And then what is this
Foxtail
one here?
Butt plug.
That's right, Foxtail butt plug.
More expensive than the pube thong.
Yeah, it is. But it should be, right?
If
it's going inside of you.
Did you have kids running around in high school with tails?
No, we were before that. The weirdest we ever got was like
we had some tails.
Kids that like thought they were like water benders and air, like they thought they were part of Avatar.
Oh yeah, I mean I think that now though, so I can't even judge.
Yeah, but we never.
Sometimes I'm in the shower and I let the water stream to my home and I go.
Yeah.
There was a bug in my shower the other day, and I went Katara, and it just kind of like got a little wet.
Yeah,
and I went ew. It went in the tub. I was like ah.
I wish I was a bug bender instead.
Bug bender.
This website, so that like. It's funny because, like, here's like an at-home vasectomy kit, DIY. You're gonna spend $7 on your. It's funny because this website, it used to be like really interesting, like stuff that you couldn't find anywhere else. Now it's just all like porn stuff.
You know what's it called? It's like Mischief. You ever heard of them?
No.
Look up. Do you mind?
No,
it's
not
just
at
like
all.
this.
Do they have sex dice?
Let me look up how to spell it. Sorry, but yeah, keep scrolling through. Sex dice is funny because it's like I know
it's
a
like
sex coin.
Yeah, no.
There's only 2 positions.
Yeah.
Like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
what kind of? I don't need a dice to tell me. Oh, you should lift your girlfriend above your head. No,
Yeah.
we've tried.
Yeah, I'll just keep rolling this dice till I'm the guy on the bottom. I'll just say that.
I'm patty defeated.
And I've always said that. Anti-gravity.
MSCHF.
Oh, they just took out the vowels.
Yeah, and look at images. Don't go on their website. Just look at some of the products they have. Because they came out with those red shoes. Remember those?
Right,
That's
right.
them. So they do like weird products. They do shoes and like fashion stuff a lot, but they also do like, let me see. They got like some interesting products that they've done over the past. Like,
I like crazy shoes. I could just never wear them. I don't have the confidence to pull them off.
Like they have shoes.
This one is just
like
a
that.
boot. Like you
yeah,
got,
like but that's
surgery.
like what the shoe looks like. Like they just sell that. I always thought these guys were cool, and I always thought it'd be really cool to work for them because they did interesting stuff. They had this like blurry block of money. Like it's like money, but it looks censored, and it's just like a block of foam money that's like. You see that?
Yeah, it's pretty expensive.
Yeah, it's all fucking expensive. Well, they only put out drops. Like they'll put out a drop and then you have to get it, and then everyone like resells it.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, I don't know. They have like a lot of cool stuff. They put out like shoes with Lil Nas X that had they were Satan shoes. They had like some sort of like satanic thing that we were like blessed. They did the big Fruit Loop. It was just a Fruit Loop thing, which is one big. They only have like. They'll tell you that they have all these other products coming out, but you can only get one at a time. So, like, what's King Solomon's baby? It's probably like a baby cut in half, right? This is like their latest product that's sold out. But it's interesting. I like their like rollout style. See, I don't know. See, it's like, what is that?
Oh yeah.
Oh, it's just like a big.
It's a giant baby that's cut out.
Yeah.
Cut off.
King Solomon's baby is 100,000. Oh,
nope, I don't want to spend my money on a dead baby.
$100,000 sculpture that would be cut up based on the number of buyers. See, that's kind of cool. So they had like 1,000 buyers, so they're going to cut up this baby sculpture into 1,000 pieces. They do like cool shit like that, though. I like the ambitious nature of doing like weird, almost like prank type art that like gets into culture.
Isn't it crazy that like you go to work, right?
Yeah.
You go to work, you work all day. You know, after 2 weeks, you get a paycheck, and you look at that paycheck, and they're like, "Oh, we took this amount of tax money." You could probably do the math on this, but like a couple of the cents that you give in taxes every day are to kill babies in Gaza.
Yeah.
Isn't that kind of crazy? Like, whether or not we want to or not, we've been just funding a genocide over there. Yeah,
well, it's something that I've had to kind of come to terms with, and I think sometimes people overestimate their influence as a taxpayer. I could be incorrect. I'm probably one of our more verbose commenters who loves to correct us, could comment something about this. But most of the tax revenue that the government does get is from like trade and business deals and things that aren't like consumer to business. It's more business to business stuff coming into the country, bulk stuff coming out of the country. And so it's actually the tax money that they do use. It's mostly not from just the taxes they take out of our paycheck. Most of our paychecks go into Social Security, which is going to be gone by the time we're old.
That's right. Yeah.
So do we get all that money back?
I don't think so.
So I just have to keep paying Social Securities for old people, and then they'll just slowly defund it one administration at a time until I have to retire into a small field.
I think we're eventually going to get to the point where we're not going to have like paper currency anymore. Like currency is going to be like your cum or something.
Or I believe in the currency of podcasting.
Yeah.
Like, I think every News from Bed episode should have some sort of monetary value, and we could sell the episodes to listeners that they own the rights to it.
Yeah.
We should do that. We should sell the episodes for like $5 a pop, maybe a little more, maybe like 15 to 20. But like for like $20, you can own News from Bed episode 56.
Yeah, that's not a bad idea.
And so, like, you know, we have like, you know.
Well, there is like definitely a place for... You know, the vacancy, the vacuum of podcasting,
yeah,
has grown because of Mark Maron has just finished. I didn't realize he was like ending his podcast.
Oh yeah, it was a big announcement.
I'm sure everyone has listened to at least one Mark Maron episode in their life,
I'm sure. He's interviewed so many different kinds of people.
Yeah.
He's so like angry for a guy who like kind of really on the Mount Rushmore of inventing this industry of like direct to consumer audio product and like being fully the one that owns it and puts it out. I think he has some really great episodes. You know, like I've just like anytime I find someone who's like somewhat obscure, I just look up what the fuck WTF Mark Maron and their name, and then like most of the time he has interviewed them.
Yeah.
Like I got really in college, I got really into this playwright named Annie Baker, and she like won the Pulitzer for her play The Flick.
I always thought the Pulitzer was a award given to the best pulled pork.
And so her play was basically you're in the audience and you're looking at the stage, but the stage is a movie theater as if you're looking at it through the screen. And the play is about the people that both run the projector and sweep up the room after.
Interesting.
And so the play was like 4 hours long because there's just like long periods of just people just sweeping up popcorn. But then it's these really interesting conversations about like movies and like these like dynamics between these three characters.
Yeah.
And, like, the set was just crazy because it's like a small little theater.
Let me say something to the fans of News from Bed. You guys know James. He likes weird shit. James. He is a guy who loves, you know, something that's like doesn't make any sense, maybe isn't all that profound or interesting, but it's just like fucking strange.
Yeah. Says the disc golfer. Says the guy that sells his feet on Patreon.
Which, by the way, I think that's going to end pretty soon.
Yeah. Because the money's down?
The money is still okay, but every time I get high, like I was really hitting Michael Miller's pen, and I'm like, I gotta not. That's kind of why, you know, like
that's just a side effect of hitting Michael Miller's
pen. That's true. But people, you know, weed has like its downsides for sure, but it also like Red Bar said a very interesting thing about it. He said you should be changing your state at least once a week. And I think like
driving across the country?
Like driving across the country for an abortion.
The currency of podcasting.
What song is that?
It's, blinded by... She was blinded by podcasting. Okay. The currency of podcasting.
But I do believe that is like a good point. Like, because when you get high, you're seeing the other side of you.
Yeah, Carlin said that. Carlin said he would... George, by the way. George
Carlin. Oh, not Dale Carlin.
Yeah, not Dale Carlin. He said he would write a stand-up, and then he would get drunk and go over it, and then get high and go over it, and put himself in different states of mind, and then think about the exact same premise through all these different states.
And that's why his stand-up was dog shit. It's the best.
Yeah, whatever. Some of them are great.
Some of them are good.
You're not a big Carlin guy?
I was not a big... My dad was, though. My dad was a big Carlin guy.
I was super late to Pryor, and I didn't really get it at first, but then once I had done stand-up for a couple years, I went back and I was like, oh, this is like the first guy to be like, yeah, like I have a drug problem. Like he was like doing that Mulaney thing where he comes out and he's like very transparent about his life with people, and I was like, this is actually... kind of a cool little thing that he kind of invented as like confessional. But Carlin was just like, the thing about the melon industry. You know, like some of Carlin's early stuff I do think is like very like noble and interesting and cool. And then you get to like 2002 specials from George Carlin. It's like, the problem, George Bush, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, dude, like I feel like this probably hit when if I was alive.
Yeah.
At that time. I was, but I was like 5.
He did seem like he was very of the time, which I think a lot of comics are, you know.
I just also admire a comic who's talking about something real. And I think that like that's something I've been struggling with is like, how do you do something that matters that doesn't turn off audiences? And the answer is being wildly successful with an audience that already exists.
Yeah.
Because having no audience, you're just trying to make the room laugh. That, you know, like just going to clubs and doing my best.
You have to get like famous in another way to where like in a vulnerable way, whether it's like a YouTube like confessional kind of thing, or like just something where you're putting yourself out there, but it is like getting people's attention.
Well, going back to Maron, even it's like everyone was like, "Oh, Maron's going on a podcast tour, and he's really laying into people." And it's like, no, he does this every week on his podcast.
Yeah.
It's just the part that you skip at the beginning before the interview. Like,
Yeah, that's
just,
right.
Everyone
Yeah,
just goes, "Okay, when does he?
Yeah, because for
when does he
30
go?
minutes, he's
Brown,
like,
brown,
"Dude,
check it, that brown, brown,
Yeah.
brown, brown, check out that brown, brown." I like that part.
I don't even remember.
Because that's the part it fades out on. And it's like, it goes,
yeah.
so you're Saddam Hussein, huh? Who are your guys?
Who are your guys? I know you got Bin Laden. You got that.
He was just
golden
on Blank Check.
calf.
He was just on that movie podcast.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they talked about the Coen Brothers movie, A Serious Man. You know that movie?
Great movie.
Great movie.
Yeah.
And he talked about it, and it was very interesting. And
Because he kind of is a serious man.
Yes. It was interesting because they always do podcasts. It's like, 3 hours long, sick. Because I'm at work, and I'm like, I'd love to hear them just talk about a Coen Brothers movie I never saw for 3 hours. I just like hearing about it because they like tell you the plot, and then you get to hear all these like all this context around it. Mark's episode is like an hour 45, and then like at an hour 30, he's like, "Are we done? We good?" And it's like they're like the week before they tell you who the guest is, and they go like, you know who's the guest next week on their episode for True Grit? Did you watch their True Grit or you ever seen True Grit from Coen Brothers? They have Stavi coming on and talking about it.
Oh, really?
And I'm actually interested because I'm like, Stavi has to have a real fandom for it to be able to go and talk about it for 3 hours because that's like a hot one.
Yeah.
Because when you see a director and it's like their big movie, they always get like a special guest. Like they did Big Lebowski and Seth Rogen was on, and it was like kind of cool to hear Seth talk about like for all the things that are like cringe or eye rolly about Seth Rogen as a person.
His film knowledge is pretty great.
He's like an industry guy, and he will talk about it. And he's like, because he used to be on Freaks and Geeks and like sitting in the writer's room and like asking the directors questions and like really is like a product of that. And like you can't deny that. Like the guy really has like such a passion for this industry.
He does, and he is funny. I think
he has some really great movies, dude. And sometimes they still hit.
Every movie star, producer, whatever, their only flaw is that they talk about politics. That's literally their only flaw.
Yeah.
I forget which actress it was who was saying something. She's like, "Yeah, just don't say anything. Like, just don't involve yourself in that." Because, like, as soon as you're talking about whatever is going on in the world, whatever, you know, kind of the way the wind is blowing, if you try to like the way Emma Watson was with like all this stuff, it's like, first of all, one, it's always going to come back to bite you. Two, it takes away from your actual movies that you are and the performances that you do.
It should speak for itself.
Because now it's also cutting it where it's like every time you see this movie, in the back of your mind, you're thinking about them as a person and not just the actor in that movie. Of course,
but they can't help themselves. They want to be media personalities. They want to be fun. They want to be hanging out guys. I mean, I always think back exactly what you're talking about. It's like Louis when Hillary's running and he goes on like Colbert or something, and he goes on Conan, and he's like, "Oh, you know, I think it's just time for like, you know, we've just had so many men, so I think it's time for a woman." And I'm like, Louis, that's not really a nuanced point.
Yeah.
She's like a nightmare war criminal. Why are you like? No, she's a woman. It's like, Louis, like this is such an okay.
Did you? Well, because we've talked about
really
this.
Interesting, man. It was just like such an interesting experience, and
that like Louis continues to like baffle me because like I'm a huge fan of Louis. He's probably my number one. He's like a top 3 comedian all time. I think it's Norm Macdonald, Bill Cosby, Louis C.K.
And then right under there, James.
And then right under there, James Dunn.
James. That's my top 3 too.
Louis
but I'm number 3.
Louis seems to have like a good understanding of what's going on in the world, and also like a pretty like if there's something that's unpopular, he's not like afraid to speak the other side of it. But then, like you and I both have expressed our disappointment that he did this Rhiad Comedy Festival because, like, he doesn't need the money. He doesn't need the money to do this. He's done every place all over the world, and he was just recently on Bill Maher, and he kind of discussed because Bill Maher asked him why, you know, he would do this, and he kind of
Louis C.K. revealed his reasoning for performing at the Rhiad Comedy Festival during the comic's first network television appearance in over 8 years on Real Time with Bill Maher.
They said there's only 2 restrictions. It's their religion and their government. And I don't have jokes about those 2 things. It used to be when you got...
Yeah, see, that's like, just because you don't have jokes about something doesn't mean like, oh, then I can do comedy there. You know, it's like the whole point is like they don't want you to talk. Like, I know their list of restrictions is small, but like, in my opinion, any place that is saying like, hey, you can't talk about this, if you're like a comedian, you're going to talk about that. Like, that's like a trigger to be like, oh, well, then that's all I'm going to talk about. You know, when COVID happened, Norm Macdonald was doing all these shows, and every room was like, hey, just like, don't talk about COVID, because like this is this thing that's like freaking people out. And he would just ramble about COVID the entire time, because it's like, it's a lesson. It's like, you don't tell someone not to talk about it, but it's like, I don't think just because your act fits into what the limitations are, that doesn't mean that like doing comedy there is okay. And I don't know, maybe I'm taking like kind of this moral high ground, because like it just doesn't seem like I would have thought Louis would be like, yeah, like I don't need to do comedy in Saudi Arabia. Like I have 2 daughters. Like if one of my daughters was there, would she be like, she have to like wear a burqa? Would she, you know, get in trouble for doing like kind of, I don't know. But
offers from places like that, they'd be like long lists. And I just say, no, I don't need that. But when I heard it's opening, I thought that's awfully interesting. That just feels like a good opportunity. And I just think comedy is a great way to get in and start talking. And there's Saudi Arabian comedians there. I love stand-up comedy and I love comedians. So the fact that that's opening up and starting to bud, I want to see it. I want to be part of it.
Dave Chappelle, it was in the press today, saying that you can speak more freely over here than in America.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true.
Oh, it's not true.
yeah.
Yeah. We've kind of talked about this. I have my own thoughts on it. I don't know if we really need to get that much into it. I think like a lot of like libbed out people on Twitter and the internet go like, oh, you're going to the country, all you do is talk about free speech and you go to the country that kills journalists. And it's like, yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm not even making this as like my main argument, but it's like we also do a lot of bad stuff here. I think like operating yourself as some sort of like basically like political pawn to like normalize a relationship with a country that like, you know, it's just, it goes back so far. There's so much history, and it's already like he isn't just a guy, you know, he's not like a guy like when Jessica Kirson goes and then feels regret and then donates all the money that she made. I can kind of sense that like that kind of evolution, like once you see other people talk about it that aren't your agents or other comics that are all going to be like money grubbing like freaks who are going to want you to do it.
Yeah,
I could see that you have an evolved opinion because she has something to lose, but also she kind of doesn't, because she's not like a wildly famous person. So her doing
she's
widely,
as in she's very wide.
Yeah. And they love that there. They love a wide lesbo. But I think, I don't know. I just think the argument is like, well, they killed Jamal Khashoggi and they cut him up, and then you're going to go over there and do stand up. And it's like, I don't know. Look a little bit more into Jamal Khashoggi as a person. Yeah. My belief based on the information I've seen is like everyone loves to like shit on Saudi Arabia because they, you know, about the Khashoggi thing where they like cut up the journalists. But it's like there's a lot of weird stuff with the Jamal Khashoggi thing. Like when Khashoggi was murdered, it was exactly a year after the Las Vegas shooting, which is conspiratorially believed that the Mandalay Bay, Las Vegas shooting, the largest death count casualty for American, was actually some sort of cover up for an attempted assassination on the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia, because the top 3 floors of Mandalay Bay Hotel and Casino are owned by Saudi Arabia's either their government or their royal family. And it's like, okay, so this guy's like shooting people from the hotel, and then there's like all these reports about helicopters in the area and guys running around with guns that aren't in police uniforms at other parts of Las Vegas.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's like a completely different thing. But like Jamal Khashoggi, I believe that's his first name, but there is like a lot of things that he did where he was essentially like making Saudi Arabia more palatable, making some of the war crimes and stuff in Saudi Arabia more palatable, and making our relationship with them as our main, you know, one of our main economic partners and diplomatic partners in the Middle East, kind of like whitewashing or whatever the word would be, like cleansing sort of these relations and being like this like open mouthpiece on behalf of a government that, I mean, there's guys from Pakistan that are going to build buildings as migrant workers in Saudi Arabia, and when you show up, they take your passport, and you don't get your passport back until you're done with the job, and they just don't give you your passport back, which is slavery.
Yeah.
You're being tricked into slavery to escape your country, and now you're to escape your country for work, and now you're being stuck there to have to build these, you know, wild giant buildings in the middle of a desert. So I just think there's like a lot of nuanced problems that go beyond that they killed a journalist, because that journal, I mean, the Queen has a song called Khashoggi's Yacht. That's like the family he's from, that like he was from such a wide, deep. Is this interesting? Is this a weird? I don't know. I just think like everyone wants to talk about all these specific things about Saudi Arabia, but it's like, I don't think that you should make yourself a political actor. I think like it's the same thing of like when these shills like go and perform at like the correspondence dinner for the U.S. government. It's like people who are actively like using America's massive military, all of our economic force to both remove wealth and from the lower class people, move it to the upper class, destroy the world, manipulate other governments, and you're just making yourself like the clown jester in the court of these people who are actively working against your best interests. I don't see these comedians as like speaking for the people, which is why I actually see it as such an admirable moment for Shane Gillis to be that open about it.
Yeah.
Because I know he said like the 9/11 thing. That's not even a great point, but I just see it's like this guy is actually attempting to be a working class voice of the people person.
Yeah.
And I think Shane's choices have reflected that by being such like a sports guy, being a guy that like makes his own show and sells it to Netflix. And like, you know, I just see that as such a more interesting place to be as a comedian versus these like bigger than God comics like Dave Chappelle that have more money than anyone else in their fucking Ohio town. Yeah. Going over and just collecting another like net worth of like literally like St. Pete, Florida. It's just like,
yeah, well, that's like the thing.
That's my problem. I genuinely think like most people just keep talking about Khashoggi and the murder of the journalist and that the 9/11 thing. And it's like, okay, like what are your beliefs on 9/11? They were all Saudis. It was funded by the Saudi government. They were not from Afghanistan, Iran, or Iraq. So like what is your argument? You know what I mean? Like where does it stop? It's just this one hot button issue everyone wants to have their boilerplate argument about, where either you're on the left or the right, but we both agree like, well, these rich people, it's like, then go with that. Go with they're rich and they didn't need to do that. I don't think you need to go perform for the Crown Prince of Saudi Arabia for the same reason I don't think you should be, you know, if you want to be like a real musician, don't fucking sell out to Joe Biden's campaign and do a fucking like Beyonce singing and doing a dance for Kamala. It's like, okay, so go sing for Kamala and then go post your fucking, I don't know if Beyonce did that, but it's like, oh, they go perform for these people and then they're like, but you remember Gaza? It's like, well, okay, you just funded the thing and they had no way of ending it. It's just I don't know. I have a lot of beliefs about
what really just like annoys me is that I feel like nobody's really being honest about it and just saying, yeah, they present like, honestly, Pete Davidson was one of the people who gave the best reason. He's like, I just saw the number and I said yes. And that's what Tim Dillon said. And like most people are like they're like, okay, at least you're being honest about like I genuinely don't think Louis gives a fucking shit about the Saudi Arabian comedy scene and a new comedy scene emerging. Like, why would he care about that? Like he wouldn't even go to Brooklyn to do a show, you know, like he doesn't care about any other part of like America or the world or whatever, like a budding. It's like, it's not a budding comedy. It's this big giant festival where you're getting a huge check, you know. I just, when I see him not being honest about that, it's like, dude, you've already had like a crazy Me Too that you like, nobody thinks you're a good guy anymore. I think before your Me Too, people were kind of like, oh yeah, he's a shitty guy on stage, but at least he's like a good father and like whatever. And all those things can still be true while he still is like a sexual deviant or whatever. But it's like, it kind of just soured the taste of Louis C.K. to most people. to where they're like, hey man, just show up and do your act. I just want to watch your act. I don't want to like,
and don't run.
I don't want to hear you telling me like what's wrong and what's right, and then like going and doing this thing and being like, no, I'm just. It's just because like we need to talk
comedy. I love starting a conversation. Don't run to Bill Maher's show to cleanse your reputation that's already so tainted because you did something that people don't like. I mean, fucking don't do it or do it. Shit or get off the pot. Embrace the things that you do or don't, but don't do this fucking BS like. And you know, Bill Maher is just like the guy who would have Louis on to be like, oh, well, this is they are our allies, so we need to, have a better relationship with them. I don't know, guys. I don't know.
Yeah. Well, one thing I do know about James is I found this this beautiful little wormhole in
my ass.
I don't know if this is the one I'm thinking of. Oh no, this is your thing here. I found
that's not my thing.
This is your thing, the dead baby. That's your.
Yeah.
I found this beautiful guy on. He's a guy on YouTube who does ASMR. He does the most interesting ASMR videos. This one is called Inaudible Whispering, and I'll get into him a little bit, but I first just want to play a little bit of this. There's one thing I did realize is I have my headphones on backwards because I was getting that in the other ear. But so I don't know this guy's name. What's his name here? Freddy's Voice ASMR. I found this video of him, not this specific one,
by the way,
with 9 microphones.
Yeah, where are the other 7? Freddy?
Well, this is how I think he uses different ones because the video kind of starts with like this.
This doesn't really do anything for me.
It doesn't do anything for me.
I'm always like looking for whatever the ASMR thing is. I know it's like a physical response. I don't feel it, and people are like, it's not sexual. It's like a sensation. I never experienced a sensation, but I don't like looking at this guy.
I don't like but this guy, because I found this one video of him. And it was so striking to me. I went through his entire library, and I found some real gems. This one is called Rude English Barber. So one of the things he does is he's just really rude to you sometimes. He's like on the phone. He's like,
well, they look like they haven't shaved in the last year. So I don't think they realize this. Upper class.
Hey man, can you cut my hair?
Yeah.
And of course, well, I'll be sure to see you any moment now. I'll look forward to it. Okay.
All right, man. I had an appointment for 3:30, and now it's 3:45. You've been on the phone.
And he always tells him, he's like, the door's over there.
I do apologize for just being on the phone there. I was just talking to my next client and his appointment. It is Lord Farquhar, if you have heard of him.
Lord Farquhar?
He was just booking his next appointment with me, which should be any moment now.
Okay.
Now, I think...
So, he actually goes through and,
Pause. So, yeah.
Oh, my God, Patty.
He
what
gives you, a full,
The closest shave.
The closest shave. It's going to peel my skin off.
Obviously the best because I am doing it.
Are my headphones backwards?
So he's a rude barber giving it the close shave
with that.
And you might think okay, this is a little down a very specific rabbit
but this is kind
hole.
of what they do. They make scenarios.
Yeah,
your girlfriend calms you down after you wake up from a nightmare in the middle of the night. She's like, "Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how you doing?
You're sweating a lot while you're asleep, and you woke up really loud." And
was it about your mother again?
Yeah, no, you always had that dream about your mom beating you with a ruler. So I was just curious if that dream was about...
And then, but they have the mic so turned up, so it's so you hear every motion of the mouth and every little.
If my barber was speaking that low, I'd be like, I'm just gonna shave my head.
Hey, yeah, why don't you just stab that through my neck?
Yeah, why don't you just put me out?
What about Ben Kenobi giving you an eye exam?
Of course, I'm going to get a little bit heated. So
why is he doing
sure
this?
You can be prepared.
After the
feel
Jedi Order fell.
So I'm just going to place my hand on your shoulder. Right.
He's making me come. Yeah, he looks like he ejaculated in your pants. And your eyeball also full of cum.
What I need to know.
What the fuck?
This one gets a little bit better, though.
You're a little bruised. Thank you, Ben Kenobi.
Thanks, Ben.
Well,
Kenobi medical eye examination.
I'd like you to tell me the color of my lightsaber. We will keep it nice and simple and easy for you. Then, once you've told me the color, I'd like you to look at
It's
my
blue.
finger and
It's
wherever it
blue.
travels
Oh.
along the lightsaber, I'd like you to follow wherever
Patty,
it moves and wherever
Yoda gives you a toe filing.
I know you can.
Qui-Gon Jinn.
Big bunions, I see.
Qui-Gon Jinn gives you a pedicure.
Lot of dirt under the toe, yes. Toes you have.
Are you following, dude?
Moldy they are.
He's putting his hand very close to that light.
Hairy your toes are. Toes are. Hairy they are. Trim your nails you must. 17 you are. 250 am I am.
What about investment banking with the Joker?
No. This guy's trolling. My father worked at Wells Fargo.
So, let us take a little look at what you're going to be investing.
Oh, what was that cut? What are you hiding?
Yeah.
Dude. POV, you're at a Halloween party in 2011.
So, it looks like
Yeah, so, me and Sarah broke up, but...
10,000 US dollars.
Okay, I don't like that he's doing it.
Yeah,
He's like,
not only does he do it, he does it for a fucking hour long.
oh my god.
Oh, and he pulls a little Joker card out. But this guy, I guess he got famous from doing like shaving videos. If you look at his most popular ones, they're all like
This is your friend.
shaving. Yeah, this is my
Fred's
best friend.
voice, dude.
He does things where he shaves the microphone.
Shaving I am.
But yeah, he got like big on those, and then like I just kept like scrolling down, and then I saw the Joker, and I was like, dude, this guy is completely off of
It's like, Yoda, I'd like a clean shaven face, and I kind of scruffy. I'd like to look a little cleaner. And Yoda goes,
You will be. You will be.
you know how Yoda does that?
no.
What was that voice we were doing for golfer? Oh yeah. Remember that we were doing that weird fucking voice for
Keegan Bradley.
Keegan.
No, we were doing the like smoker's voice. Keegan.
My name is Keegan Bradley. Keegan Bradley. Hey, welcome. Well,
This is
Keegan Bradley ASMR.
yeah, Keegan Bradley ASMR.
can you not step in my line? Welcome to Jabba's palace. Please step on the trap door. The Rancor will eat you now.
Yeah, I had
POV getting a bank loan from the Rancor.
This is like, so who
What
is
is
this for?
this,
Is this
dude?
for girls or is it for guys? I'm guessing it's for girls, right?
I think it's for ASMR people, and there's definitely a Venn diagram of our audience and his audience, and that Venn diagram is just one circle.
Do you think we're going to like be putting people onto this?
I think we're gonna lose subscribers, and they're gonna subscribe to this guy. I don't know. I don't know anything about the ASMR audience. I know the people that all make it are either hot young girls, and that's probably who the guys are going to. And
Yeah.
so I'm sure there's girls that go to this, but also
I imagine there's a lot of gay guys who just like to be whispered to, you know? And they like his
ASMR.
like,
You're gay. At
he
the
does have like
doctor's
a
office.
good voice, you know, he's got like a deep voice. So why don't we? There's one that the
ASMR.
first one I saw, it was like him putting on like
Wait, what is the mouth
chainmail.
one? Is it POV? You're inside a mouth.
Wait, where's that?
It's the one right underneath where your cursor is.
This one
Yeah.
right here. Okay,
It's just you're just in a mouth the whole time.
Number 7.
All right. So what is this, dude? Why am I in the mouth? POV, you're a snake in a woman's throat watching her get dental work done. All right, I really don't like this, Patty.
Yeah, it's like upsetting, right?
Malware. Why does it say malware?
Does he whisper his ads?
Let's go to that computer.
Yeah, he does whisper his ads. Oh, it's VPN. But he looks like Chris Hemsworth. It's kind of sick.
Blue Chew. Blue Chew. You took Blue Chew. And now my microphone is all sticky from your gum. I want to listen to you get hard. Listen, I want to talk to you. Do you want to watch the Harry Potter movie series? Well, it's on Netflix in Europe right now. You need NordVPN. Change your location to England, and you can watch Harry Potter for free. You can get paid to watch Harry Potter. Watch an indecent offer. What's that movie called? It's like an indecent offer, and with Bruce Willis and Demi Moore. It's only on Indonesian Hulu. That's right. Do you want to watch Die Hard with a Vengeance? It's on Chinese Fubu. Do you maybe live in Alabama, but you want to gamble on games, but it's only legal in the state of Florida, New Jersey, and Florida? Well, you can make that happen with NordVPN by switching to a smart location. Commit financial fraud with the person I'm advertising with. I'm only speaking this way because they don't want me to know I'm giving you these inside details.
Hims dude wipes, yes. Wipe your crotch, you will.
Sticky anus you have.
Fresh you will feel. Young Skywalker, I smell something musky about you.
I don't know how there. Like, if you went back like 10 years, right, in YouTube, I don't think any of this stuff existed.
No.
And if it did, it was like a really weird person.
If it did, he was the only guy doing it.
There's like such a niche audience now for so many different things, but each niche audience is like almost exactly the same size of like 1 million people. You notice that? Like if you go to the most popular guy in every niche thing, it's like a couple million people. But there's nobody who's like doing something that's like, I know there's some people that have like 40 million subscribers or something, but they're like pretty rare. You have to like be like setting tanks on fire and like
Hassan, dog you will have, electrocuted you will.
Dude, that is still going on, by the way.
Yeah, I just kind of checked out. I heard about it.
It's trickled into your algorithm?
A little bit.
Yeah,
Hassan
it's really
is the
funny.
Emperor.
Yeah.
Young Skywalker.
Because now people are pulling videos from like
What's
recent
his dog's name?
streams.
Kaya or something?
I think so.
Kaya, you will die. And he has like lightning out of his hands.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty cool. And
That would be
Kaya's
cool.
Yoda like jumping around. You know when Yoda's fighting, it's just a dot around the room. Like, what the fuck is that?
Someone pulled up a video of him recently where he was doing this Christmas stream and he like switches to like the wide shot. So it's like a camera like up above his room. And like you literally see him.
The dog's crucified.
Yeah. You see the like remote for the shock thing. And as soon as it goes wide, he like notices it and just like pushes it out of frame and grabs like a Christmas cookie and eats it. I'm like, dude, who are these people that are going through like with a fine tooth comb?
Yeah.
Like we would never survive a collar gate. You could go back. You could go to the Patreon where I said the N-word last week. You could go find all of these crazy things that we've done. Like,
yeah, but like these are things we're
chance.
saying. I don't really.
Yeah, that's true. We're not like physically
Can I ask you a
harming.
question?
Yeah.
Maybe it's not a question. It's a
Yeah, I
statement.
knew it
of
wasn't a
reaction.
question when you said
because
I.
because I have a question, but I don't know how to ask it.
Okay.
I don't know how you're supposed to take care of dogs.
Oh yeah.
Like I don't like people are like, well, you're not supposed to do that. I'm like, I don't know. Like, what are you not supposed to have? Like, I've always seen that they put a perimeter thing around their yard.
Yeah.
And so the dog can't go out of the yard because it'll get shocked.
Yeah, we had that for my dog.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what's
the issue with Hassan?
Yeah.
I'll tell you what the issue is. There isn't one.
Okay.
There is no issue with
Okay.
what he's doing. The collar he has, from
He
what
should
I
really
understand,
be talking to his dog about all the problems that it has. Like, no, dogs don't respond.
dogs are fucking stupid. We should be killing every dog we see. There's no problem. Well, the collar he has is like, it's like a vibration thing. So you're supposed to train
It's
your
like when
dog.
you shake the Joker's hand and he goes. Zzz, you know? He has
exactly.
like a buzzer in it.
But I don't even think it's that strong. I think it's like maybe there is one to like really get him, but like Hey, shock collars have been in the dog game for a long time.
One collar shocks your dog's neck.
My dog.
And one collar's full of barbs. You know that song?
No.
Go ask Alice. It's like one pill makes you tiny. I don't know. It's spelled like Alice in Wonderland. And one collar makes you have a podcast with Ethan Klein. I think what's even crazier about Hassan is like I think people just have something to fucking talk about. But like if you watch Ethan Klein H3H3's fucking channel, he's just every week he's just going after Hassan. It's like he's just so mad that the guy doesn't do a podcast with him anymore, and he just can't get over it.
I think it's like Hassan complains a lot on his stream. He complains all day about people and stuff. So I think people are just having fun with him. And I don't know if he believes, I don't know if you actually believe that like what he's doing is wrong, then like you're just a retard, you know, like you
need a collar.
I think most of the people are just like, oh, this is funny to like pick on him for a while and like go through and have all these like,
are like, this is my time.
I know.
After Hassan, finally, I've never been able to build a coherent argument against any of his political beliefs. So let me attack him about this obscure dog treatment. Yeah. It's just hilarious to me that like right wingers are going to go after Hassan for buzzing his dog. It's like, didn't Christy Nome, who's in charge of Homeland Security, like have a book where she was like, yeah, so we took my dog outside and we shot it in the head. Do you remember that? I think it's Christy Nome. She's like, yeah, my dog was like a little aggressive and a little weird, so I shot him in the head myself. It was like, okay, Jesus. Like I just think like the political thing is like, yeah, we love the Trump administration and their dog shooter fucking like, you know, executive branch members, but Hassan can't have like a fucking collar on his dog. He is like very obnoxious and annoying, and like
that's the only thing.
It's like cathartic.
It's a cathartic.
And people aren't going to come after you and me, Patty, because I don't think we're like obnoxious and annoying.
I thought you were going to say because I don't think we're ever going to make it anymore.
Well, I do believe that this podcast is going to be big, but I don't think like what are you going to do? You're going to find the Uncle Laser button? Like we've already acknowledged that. Like I don't really care. I have sometimes.
I also stand by.
I stand by pretty much everything we've said.
Yeah.
I
is there anything? Let's think. Is there anything we've ever said that like we would like to?
It's like a memory of us being like, and this is why Puerto Ricans are subhuman. Oh fuck, we shouldn't have said that. No, I don't know. I mean, I think like I think our intentions are good because we just want to make people laugh. I don't think we're not trying to be like a politically active like fucking podcast about guys with socks out in their bed.
Yeah,
like, I'm hiding my feet subconsciously. No, I don't think so. And I think like that's the thing is like Hassan like. He's political, so it's like you're in the hit job.
You're in everyone's
you left the hit job
right
of Turkey,
now.
and you're in the hit job of American streaming.
That's right,
and I coined that phrase.
Yeah,
but no, I don't think there's anything really. I mean, there's just like select things in language that it's just like I don't know, dude. This is like
it's also like you got to be doing pretty good if like this is the thing that people are hung up on. You know, like. Yeah. I think most people are doing it all tongue in cheek, like we said. I think it's just like a fun, like poke
dog
at
and collar,
dog and collar. But it's listen, my first dog we ever had, her name was Sassy because she bit everyone. She was a biter. Like you want to talk about a dog.
So we beat her with a garden hose.
I hit her a couple times. My dad would hit her. We'd all hit this dog, and she would continue to bite.
What a brag.
My
whole family every Kwanzaa we lined up and we smacked Sassy in the ass.
We had an electric fence that went around like the underground wire.
That was for you though.
That was you
were always on all fours, barreling into the neighbor's yard, trying to take its cat, and
steal their mail.
Back.
Yeah,
Patty has a long history of abusing animals, and I don't think it'll affect the podcast.
I don't think it will.
Which is funny because Patty will like leap on all fours just to catch a tiny gecko that gets into his apartment.
I'm good with animals now.
Like, you're a regular Cinderella.
I was saying this like I am very good with mammals. Yeah. I'm not good with any cold-blooded or anything like that, but a mammal I feel like I can relate to and kind of get onto their level.
You ever had a nerd cluster?
No, but let me finish this story I was talking about. We put this electric fence around our yard. And it was an underground thing, and we put the collar on my dog. And we had all tested the collar, and it hurt a lot. It was a very painful collar, but our dog was very poorly behaved.
We all tested the collar.
We did. I remember one of my uncles too got a collar
Well,
for his dog.
Sartricia, Patty just had it on, and so you're his older sister. It's time for you to have it on.
You can handle it.
Darnell, the other siblings have tried the collar on. It's your turn to put the collar on and run across the border.
Run over. But my dog eventually got to the point where the value of chasing a squirrel or another dog was higher than, the price you have to pay in pain. So she would just run head first and she would jump over where the line was and just go, rah! And just scream in pain and then run away. So, the thing is, you have to understand.
Oh, how the caged bird sings, She overcame adversity and beautifully, she kind of she became stronger. That's the problem Hassan doesn't understand. You can shock your dog, but think about how your dog, I think it's a girl dog, is becoming accustomed to the pain.
That's right.
So you don't even understand the wickedness you're unlocking deep in the dog. You have that dog imprisoned.
That's right. But I stand, let me say this, I stand with Hassan. I think the way we're treating dogs nowadays has gotten to the point where we're treating them too well. Do you disagree?
No, they're bringing them into fucking restaurants.
Bringing them into a Publix. There's like raw chicken. You're walking your dog that's been rolling around in the yard all day.
I was at a restaurant a couple months ago and this lady brought a dog and her dog stunk.
Oh, God.
Get your stinky dog outside.
And he's
a service animal. Oh, I didn't know they gave service animals for being a fucking cunt.
What is his service? Making Indian people feel less self-conscious? I mistimed the button on that.
It glitched. No, I get it. I mean, it's too much.
We need to be disciplining our dogs.
Well, here's the thing, Patty. Women think that liking dogs is a personality trait. An innocent animal that we've domesticated to the point where its brain is the size of a walnut and it has no agency or ability to feed or fend for itself. And so what they do is they get these like man-killing pit bulls and they try to train them into being little cute, little fun animals that they can play around with. Like, oh my God, me and Bruce, my fucking 700-pound ripped dog that's more ripped than any boyfriend I'll have that hates every guy I bring over. It's because women think they can fix everything. They think women love adopting problems and then acting like they're somehow getting virtuous for having fixed them.
It's like the whole would you rather a boyfriend or a bear? And they're like, bear.
Yeah. Or would you rather be alone in the woods with a bear or a man?
Oh yeah.
You're thinking of a different one. Would you rather have a boyfriend or a bear?
A bear.
I'd rather have a bear because a bear would be fun.
We would hang out and watch Yogi all day.
Like my girls come over and we're gonna do a little pregame before brunch, and the bear's just there.
He's just hanging out. We'll do the bear's nails.
He's bouncing on a big ball.
So much you can do on a bear nail that you can't do on a girl nail.
Yeah, and the bear just be one of the girls, the bear will, the bear has a bed and has a little joke. Dustina, she goes and she lays in the bear's bed and she goes, this one's too soft, and because she has blonde hair.
Reverse Goldilocks.
It's reverse Goldilocks with one bed and Dustina. I love my friends and I hate my dad.
And I love my bear.
My dad voted for Donald Trump and then Joe Biden and then he voted for Jill Stein. And that's his voting record. And I hate him for that because he did one thing when I was in college. I've never gotten over it.
Which is why I'm releasing the bear in his house.
I released the bear on my dad, and basically my dad and the bear got along really well. Seeing my dad and the bear bond made me see that maybe my dad's not that bad of a guy, I don't know what it was like in 1984. I don't. He has his own life and experience.
Oh, God.
And the way he interacted with the bear and
it was so I kind of wish he was like that with me.
Yeah, and so anyway, I would really love to work at this Wendy's, and I think it'd be really fun to make the burgers square. Anyway, my girls love Wendy's, and I would love to work here if I could bring the bear. Can the bear sleep next on the fire? He likes grease and being close to heat. He's a bear.
It's a bear. They're
what do you mean the burgers come square? I thought I could be
I was the one making them square.
I wanted to cut circles of meat into squares of meat, and I was just not clear on the job title.
Cutting circle burgers into squares.
Here I am making Frosties thinking about my dad and the bear while they're just hanging out.
They're just hanging out.
They're
while
just watching
I'm here
the bear.
working. I have to be here slaving
I'm
over.
here slaving away, making frosties while my dad and the bear are watching Jeremy Pivot
Just
White or whatever,
bonding.
watching the bear.
The bear's gonna hate me when I get back,
But
even
it's
though
gonna be-
I'm the one paying the bear bill.
I'm paying the bear bills, and I pay for the Hulu, and the bear's just getting really good at making avant-garde foods. And my dad and the bear are making trout. They're making decarboxylated trout.
I didn't
with
even think about making trout. That would have been such a good idea, but
with
my
the
dad
cream corn
stole
glaze,
it.
and my dad and the bear are making fucking corn, and I thought I was making the burger square, and Dustina laid in the batter.
And I'm gonna make salmon, and the bear's gonna know I just got that idea
And
because my
Dustina
dad
died in a car accident because she put the bear in the car in the front seat. And I said, the bear has to be in the back seat. Dustina, why? That's the problem with women.
That is the problem with women. Nice job, dude. Very well done. That's the episode, folks. We'll catch you over on the Patreon.
Where are your burgers?
Red are your ponytails. Cold is your frosty.
We will catch you on the Patreon, patreon.com/news from bed.
There is no try, only fries.
God, he's getting like scary.
I'm Yoda.
That's
I'm Yoda. Storm the Capitol, I will. Push a woman into the window to get shot in the head, I will. Lynch Mike Pence, I want.
Yoda.
Proud I am of boys. Love being proud of being a boy. Storm the Capitol, I will. Steal the election they did.
All right. We'll see you later.
I'm just going to keep doing that.
Okay, you can keep going.
Impeached my president, they did. Joe Biden.
Wait, one more.
Come, I did.
Now that's